Hey everyone, it's me again, and I kinda got a better picture this time. I'm happy with that. And if you heard that screaming laughter, I have my windows open, so I don't know what that is. So, but it's May 11th, and you'll be seeing this, which is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of mothers out there. No matter what it is, like, they are in love, like my love. Whether I have like they're like we have reborn love. Two wonderful kids. One reborns. What a Kim did. Mom loves you babies. And they just turned 7 months on the 6th, which was Tuesday. Can't believe how fast the time went. But wow. So now I'm just gonna do a bit of story time. My mom is the light of my world, the light of my life, the light of my universe. Not many of us might be thinking, doesn't every daughter say that about their mother? But they probably do. But I say that about my mom all the time. And why do I say that about my mom? No, it's not just because she gave birth to me. Well, that's one of the major reasons, but not the only reason. One of the major other reasons is you see many YouTube channels and many in my day-to-day life where children with said disabilities get adopted or they are struggling to live with their biological family. My parents did not put me up for adoption or struggle to live with me as a child. I was treated as like any other kid would be. I wasn't treated differently because I was medically fragile or things like that. If I did something wrong, I would. Oh, sorry about that. That just. Are you okay, Sandra? You're okay? Okay, good. My lovely roommate is having a coughing fit. I feel bad for her. But anyways, if I did something wrong, I got told about it, and I got scolded for it, or punished for it, or, you know, I was taught never do it again. And did I ever? Probably once or twice. Did I ever get praised for doing it? No. So I got to learn my lessons. Or here's another one. When I got a cast put on my leg, when I was 6 in June of, well, I was 6, so it had to be 1996 as well. We had an above ground pool, I think it was. And the reason I got my hip, surgery done and was to lengthen my hamstrings, and that was just to help with the muscle spasms. Well, here's one thing that didn't help. They say the same, so through June, July, and August, I was stuck in a plaster cast from my knees, maybe my hips, down to my ankles, literally. And then my sister decided, just like, oh, since my sister can't beg me to go in the pool because she knows she can't, I'm gonna throw a pool party. And wow, did that ever blow up in her face. How? My dad said that since I couldn't go in the pool, everybody that she had invited now had to go home. Was she ever mad? And at that point, at that age as a kid, I was laughing because, well, at one point I was crying, and then after, she was told all the friends had to go home, I was thankful to my dad. But she was not happy, I'll tell you that much. My sister is also 5 years older than me, so she would have been 11 by then, and she was not happy. But no, my dad kicked them all out of the pool, and they had to find rides home. So, she was not happy about that. But thank God for that pool because it aided my therapy when the cast came off. When the cast came off, because you're weightless when you swim in a pool of water, so it helped out immensely with that. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for getting that swimming pool when you did, because it aided in most of my surgeries. What I'm trying to say is that my parents, we lived a dang good life, and the doctors have always told me as I grew up I was gonna become worse with the disability, which means every year the pain would get worse, the challenges would get harder, the everything like that would get more difficult. But I'm a fighter. I don't let nothing bother me. I don't let nothing get me like that. For example, when I was 14, I had a near-death experience where they left the breathing tube in me, but it slid up because they didn't put a marker on it to say where it needed to stop, and they didn't tape it in properly. So when it slid up, it began to cut off my airways. Great, right? Yeah, not so much. So fortunately, I woke up enough to hear them say, "Oh my God, the breathing tube is affecting her," and all that. I saw the crash cart come in. I saw my life flash before my eyes. I saw my parents standing there wondering if I was okay. And I could hear my parents too. And it wasn't good for them to see that, so my parents didn't know that I could hear them or see them. So they decided to just leave, but my mom said she knew something was wrong. She wanted to jump out of the vehicle at the lights, but of course she didn't do that. But that's just her motherly instinct showing there that she wanted to go back and make sure I was okay. I was. Basically, I got the tube up to where I could bite it so that it would, when I bit the end off, it would come up. So they would have to put a new breathing tube in. So they did that. My mom was a champion through that, so was my dad. But, so what I'm saying, my mom was there for most and everything that I needed. And now when she needs me, she's got me. In March, she broke her hip. Actually, she broke it on the Saturday before I was supposed to move in here, so that would have been March 2nd of 2025, and it's healing. It's healed now, but she will never be able to walk on her own again without the assistance of a walker. She is never allowed to go upstairs again to be in her bedroom where my mom and dad had their bedroom together. Yes, they still live together. But my mom has lost quite a bit of her ability, like she can't, she can still drive and things like that, but probably not for long distances. So, what I'm saying to you guys is, I'm sharing this because my mom has been there for every wheelchair appointment when I was a child. My dad never went to them until I moved into the nursing home 5 years ago. My dad never stepped foot in a seating appointment or a wheelchair appointment. My mom did them all. So I'm glad to see that my dad was able to do the couple that he did in the 5 years to see what it's like, because it's not that easy with a seating appointment or a wheelchair appointment or any appointment, eye appointment, ear appointment, doctor appointment. They're not that easy with a special needs child. But God blessed her, my mother, because she would take me to London whenever I needed it. As soon as there was an appointment, done. If I was sick, my mom was off work. Same with my dad. If I was sick, my dad was off work. So all I'm saying is, even though life gets harder when you're a mother, my parents did it. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. I absolutely adore you and thank you for what you have done and will continue to do until infinity. And I'm thankful for every time you were there, even if it might have been a bad reason you were there, like whether you would discipline me or not. Thank you for everything. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for letting me fall on my face and learn the proper thing. Thank you, Mom. And as I become a mother of 2, possibly 3, because I think I'm getting a birthday baby to you that I'm paying for. And yes, I treat these reborns like they're my real kids, because I will never be able to have children. So if anybody on this channel has an issue with me treating my reborns like real kids, then they might not want to continue watching these videos or any of my videos, and that's fine. It's just what I do, how I work, Now I know they're adults. I don't sit there and call the babysitter. For example, tomorrow I'm going up to get glasses. And I may joke with my roommates, hey, I'm babysitting duty, but I don't actually call the babysitter. If they're not with me, they sit on the bed and they're fine. But that's what I do. So, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Whether reborn mothers or mothers to children of their own. Hope you have a good one. And happy Mother's Day to my mother and sister, because my sister has 4 boys of her own. And I hope you have a good one, Mom and Sis. Mom, Dad does have something for you from me. Oh, that was a mouthful. But he does have something for you from me. Sitting in his coat pocket still, honestly. But I hope you get that, so, and I will see you on Saturday, which that is the day before the 11th, but hey, Mom's actually coming to my bocce ball tournament, which I'm super excited for. Yeah, my dad's actually participating in it, so super excited for that, and my fiance is also participating in it. So if I get video of that and you guys are interested, I would be more than grateful to put it up for you guys on YouTube. If I can get a little video of it, of me and my dad and my fiance playing bocce ball. Alright guys, happy Mother's Day again to y'all, and thank you for watching. Look forward to pictures of my bocce ball tournament and previous bocce ball games. And enjoy the sunshine. Peace out, y'all.